here is that we could start talking about my guy Andrew Tate. After that, we could get into a little bit of what's going on with YG. There's a lot of drama there, but to begin, let's get this stream started and let's get into the whole Andrew Tate thing. As I told you guys before, Andrew Tate has been complaining, saying that the way he's being treated behind bars is inhumane. He claims that, you know, they're making him drink water out of what he claims to be the shower. He claims that he's not allowed any bottled water. He claims that he's in shoe. He's being held in the worst conditions. And he's been doing a lot of complaining, man. And I told you guys before, the thing about Andrew Tate is I rock with Andrew, man. But when he's out here, he be talking his talk. Like, listen, man, we standing on this. Whatever it is we got to do, let's do it. You know what I mean? I'll take a book. You know what I mean? I'm on whatever. It's whatever. But when them feds pulled up on him, my boy seemed a little scared, a little frightened. Now, crazy enough, people have been recording Andrew Tate, well, what they claim to be Andrew Tate, where people are getting footage. People are zooming in with their iPhones, and they're claiming that they're actually getting footage of Andrew Tate. His legal team has been speaking. He has been still also putting out messages. We can go ahead and look here. He has been putting out more messages, as I showed you guys before, the one where he was claiming, like, you know, he was being treated in a very inhumane way. But he did put out another message. I don't know who's running his X account, but yeah, he did put another message out. Let me see here what it says, if I could find it at least. My guy here is saying there has been zero evidence submitted, zero details or victim names. I am in jail because of a single letter and a corrupt AG. No, brother, you're in jail because the problem is that you keep calling these people out and you're basically saying that you're flying around 25 countries and they can't stop you. Let's be honest. These people don't want to be called out from a foreign state. One letter without proof equals jail in the land of the free. I mean, yeah. Now, what's going on here? What's going on here is that basically the UK has not shown any evidence, no witnesses. They have nothing. From what it seems like. From what we've heard, the United States have given the UK about, I think it was about 60 days they gave them for them to come up with evidence so they can make a decision whether they're going to be extraditing Andrew Tate or not. That's where we're at with this right now. Now, the problem with this whole thing is, man, Andrew Tate's lawyer has been, you know, he's been doing like all these, I don't know why this guy's doing so much. Yo, it's cool. It's cool. You want your lawyer to talk to the press and say certain things because that's a very valid source, right? But I don't know if I want my lawyer doing too much, you know? And obviously, you guys know that Andrew Tate is good friends with Myron from Fresh and Fit. And he was even on the Fresh and Fit show, bro. He was even on Fresh and Fit. I'll show you guys right now. And he has been like popping up everywhere. He's even been doing like, you know, these random people that be doing these like these little interviews outside in he has been popping out.
A brief recitation of events that
this was the day that
up to where we're at. Feel great and we feel good about.
All right, so he's basically saying, listen, man, they have to check into Romania every single month, and no matter where they are flying around the world, they always do go ahead and check in. And basically he's saying, listen, man, they're basically not running from nobody, but what the UK is trying to do to them is kind of effed up. Another thing is here, let me see. I think this is the longer version.
All right, guys, we're in Miami.
That within 30 days.
Okay, so here it is. I think he's explaining here what they also, as you guys can see here, crazy enough, he was here too.
That last question right there.
He pulled up to the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Attorney General and I are going to look into whatever measures are available to put our hooks in you and to jam you up. So, the statewide prosecutor's office in Florida intervened or attempted to intervene into our civil case to delay it. They wanted to sort of become a party to the case, a watchdog, if you will. We said, look, we're not going to agree to that, but what we'll do is we'll delay the case and we'll give you the file. Look at the file, look for indicia of criminality and get back to us. They asked for an extension, then they got back to us and they said, you know what? No criminal case here. We knew that he was innocent and that Andrew and Tristan are innocent the entire time. So Andrew was out in the street just dogging DeSantis everywhere he went. Vegas, LA. Here I am, Ron. Come get me, Ron. Kiss my ass, Ron. I'm an American.
This is the problem. This is the problem, bro.
American, Ron. You don't like it? Run me through the system, Ron, because that's how innocent men behave.
Yeah.
And Ron DeSantis and James Uthmeyer have these Napoleon complexes. They're corrupt people, and they eventually got their pound of flesh this time. And it's unfortunate, but my hope is that truth will have its day in court.
So we were in the courtroom, and just to be fair here, the judge was pretty unbiased and fair, and your team asked for documents just to explain why they're in jail currently, right? From the UK.
Right.
But they had nothing.
Right.
How can they hold them in jail with no hardcore evidence? Is it just extradition paper they can hold them on, or don't need evidence?
So it's a good question. It's a technical one. We have a treaty, extradition treaty with the United Kingdom.
Exactly.
And certain allegations qualify people for extradition, right?
Exactly.
So
and I told you guys, there's a high chance that the United States they're gonna send them out there, even if they don't have the evidence. Because if it was the other way around, the United States will want the UK to hand over whoever it is that they have over there.
There are different.
And Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, they're like nobodies, they're just content creators. Nobody really cares about them out here. At least nobody that's like high powered cares about them, right?
Test. Is the treaty valid? Do the crimes qualify? The answers are yes. These are heinous crimes. And then you get to this probable cause prong. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare our system to their system and say, hey, listen, in order for somebody to be indicted here, in order for them to find this probable cause, your accusers, your alleged victims, they have to identify themselves and name sort of the places and times where these allegations happen. The United Kingdom is saying, we don't need to give that to you. We don't want to give that to you. We're probably not going to give that to you. There's an argument from the government where they're going to say, you're not entitled to it. The allegations are good enough. We're going to say, of course, we're entitled to it. They're American citizens.
So they're trying to deny giving you guys the actual, I guess, evidence in their investigation to prop up their charges.
That's what it looks like. I need to be really, really careful about what I say because there's local rules.
You think? This is the problem, bro. This guy just wants to be doing interviews, bro. Bro, I don't want my lawyer to be a content creator, brother. I want my lawyer to do his job in the courtroom, and I want him to walk outside and give the press 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This is a hour sit down with this guy here. This is not good, bro. This is not good.
Yeah.
There's bar rules. There's federal rules. We're in front of a judge here who I've only recently appeared in front of twice. And this is her playing field. And I don't want to piss her off and hurt the bros, right? So it appears that They have 60 days to turn over their papers. If they don't turn over their papers after the 60th day, then we have a very strong case for them to walk.
That's what I told you guys.
I don't think that they're going to turn their papers over, and if they do, it probably won't be to the 59th day in order to keep the brothers in jail, because right now the U.S. government is arguing that they should be detained, and absolutely they should not be detained. And we can get into what the mechanics of that looks like. But again, the process is the punishment. In the United States of America, you have due process rights. You can't be deprived of your liberty unless you go through the process. And they haven't gone through any process yet. They're using this sort of this cutout in the law, extradition law, to lock them up because they know that they can do it. So their enemies have wielded the power of extradition proceedings masterfully here to hurt them. And we're trying to protect them. And the first thing that we're going to do on the 13th is see if we can get them out and see if they can be in house arrest or have freedom to move around Miami during the pendency of the extradition proceedings. Because if they don't come up with the paperwork, then they will have done 60 days in jail for no reason.
So let's talk about this paper. And I know you might not be able to go into full detail, so I'll just ask it broadly and you can answer however you feel.
I'm pretty sure they'll come up with something. They got to come up with something. There's no way that they're going to do this and they don't have absolutely nothing.
The threshold of the paperwork, are we talking probable cause from a U.S. standard? I mean, this is a foreign court. I know they also go off of common like we do, similar.
They can make up
systems.
whatever.
But like,
how
much do they have to disclose? Do they have to disclose just enough for probable cause, or do they have to disclose significantly more, significantly less? Because I know from what I understand right now, all they turned over was a request for extradition and for them to be held. Nothing else.
Right. So there's a prosecutor who works for the Crown Prosecuting Service over there. CP.
And Chad, that's their equivalent of like the Department of Justice,
right,
in England.
And that person has an axe to grind with the brothers. They've been after the brothers for a long time. It's important to understand that there's a series of and a history of allegations in the United Kingdom There were some in 2009, and these women accused the brothers of doing X, Y, and Z. It was Andrew at the time.
Yep.
When you accuse somebody of SA allegations in the UK, they take the phone from the women. So they went into the phone.
And they took his too.
Right.
All his
And
devices.
nothing in his phone. And in the women's phone at that time, there was objectively what would appear to be a plot to extort the brothers.
Oh,
So
really?
Yeah, so they tossed it. They let it go.
Yeah.
So we don't know, based on the new case, who is accusing them of what. We haven't been told. We just know that the prosecutor, the secretary of the Foreign Office, who hates them and who hates Trump, and the new prime minister and the one who just went out, all hate the bros and want them. So they're going to do their best to say this. Under the United Kingdom, the UK standard, this is what we're prepared to give. And we're going to say, well, that's nice, but in America, we require more. The more is required for a probable cause showing. And if you don't show, if you don't put up or shut up, then we're going to ask for them to be released. That's about as much as I can get into it.
Okay.
Because if I start talking about allegations and victims, I can run afoul of the rules, and I don't
Yeah, my boy. Yeah.
want to do that.
Would it
Yeah.
be fair to say we're going to request at least a probable cause standard from them?
Yes, for
Fair.
sure.
Okay. Is their threshold lower than ours over there?
All right. So, here's what's also going on. Andrew Tate has somebody managing his page, and this is the reason why he's locked up. This is the reason why he might do 60 days and then have to get released because they don't have nothing. And it's all because he's always talking. He's always on the internet just yapping. And here he is again. He has another message here. If you guys can see right here, he posted this. I'm famous and accused of sex crimes, but I'm not on the Epstein list because I'm being framed. They all walk free. I sit in jail. Yes. You sit in jail. You sit in jail because you talk too much. Jay-Z was on the Epstein list. He let his whole lawyers handle that shit. Diddy's on the Epstein list. You don't hear Diddy. Bro, I haven't heard Diddy one time since he was in jail on his Instagram having anybody post shit. Imagine Diddy while he was behind bars talking crazy on TikTok. People that are in jail fighting cases are not on TikTok. Another thing is, Tate has a bunch of channels on Instagram that are releasing nonstop content on his behalf that is old content, but is new to the public because it seems like he knew what was going to happen. Obviously, I told you guys before, to some extent, he understood and knew what was going to happen. So I guess he was recording all this content this way. When he gets locked up, whoever it is, his team, they start putting all this content out. And it's like he's dropping videos, bro. They're dropping videos on Andrew Tate. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, at least every couple of hours, bro. Every couple of hours, we're getting new Andrew Tate content. He's calling out the UK government. He's calling out all type of people, and just, it's like, yo, at the end of the day, it's not going to help the situation. I feel super sorry for, you know what? I can't say I feel super sorry, man. I don't feel super sorry because my boy knew exactly what he was getting himself into. They told him to stop and he kept going. They locked him up. They try to let him know, like, yo, they try to put some fear in his heart. My boy said, nah, I ain't stop. And that's cool. But when you get put in jail, you can't sit there and say, well, I'm not getting treated how I want to get treated. They're not going to treat you how you want to be treated. And I would argue that they're going to treat you way more unfair than they would treat anybody else because of the way you move out here, the way you talk. You pissing a lot of people off at the end of it. Every time you turn on your camera, Andrew Tate, you start yapping, you're pissing a lot of people off out there, brother. You claim that they were offering you $50 million to shut your mouth. And I don't know what they wanted you to shut up about, but $50 million is a lot of money. If you ask me, I would have taken that 50 and disappeared, Andrew. But you have told us that you stand on different principles, and this is the price that you're going to have to pay if you want to keep standing on business. And it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you probably a bunch of jail time where they might not be able to actually charge you with anything, but they're wasting your time. They're making your life a living hell. You're randomly scheduled to show up to an event that you're going to host. Boom, they come and lock you up. You was literally locked up for I think it was 60 days or 90 days, 2 years ago. That case is still pending. So Andrew Tate's life is a complete disaster because he's still facing. He has pending charges in Romania, but then again, he has the UK now also coming after him with about 60 charges. I don't know how you live like that, man. I honestly don't know how you live like that. Hey, it is what it is. We'll see what the outcome is of all this. as of right now, like I just told you guys before, you know, as you guys heard the lawyer, they're waiting on the UK to provide more evidence or any evidence because they haven't really provided anything as of this point. And from there on out, that'll be another fight. If the Tate brothers get extradited, then that's Andrew's brother. Andrew and his brother's legal team is going to go ahead and have to go fight that fight over there. As of right now, I told you guys, the fight is here. The fight is, don't extradite us. The fight is, don't believe them. Whatever they're saying is not true. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated here in the DaShmackHouse, man. Hit that bell button so you do stay notified whenever I drop one of these videos. I don't already know where we at, man. Welcome, 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 welcome. Wherever it is that you guys tapping in from.